Alright, hello YouTube and YouTube subscribers. Today I'm going to do an update on the 5-gallon tank, because it's the only tank where anything has changed. The 10-gallon is fine, and I don't have much time to be doing lots of videos right now, because I got midterm coming up, and I just had midterm last week, and I got one this week. So, in this tank, one thing that I was disappointed to notice when I came back was my little fish named Houdini was not showing up. And he has not been coming out even at feeding time, so I assume that Houdini has in fact disappeared permanently this time. I'm pretty sure he must have passed away when I was back home working for that week. So, sad to see little Houdini go, because he was a really interesting fish, had a really good personality. And I hope I can get some more scarlet baddies actually in the future and get a bigger tank for them. I'm getting sick of dealing with this 5-gallon tank. It's a bit kind of frustrating. When I came back, the tank was out of cycle again because I've had some feeding tablets in here for the shrimp and for the snails. And the reason why I do add the feeding tablet is because the snails actually make supplementary food for the scarlet baddies. So the snails had to eat for them to keep laying eggs and to keep producing larvae for the baddies to eat. And you can tell right now I'm feeding the baddies some brine shrimp. And this male here, who was actually weaker than Houdini, is still alive, but he was the lowest ranked male, and he's dropped his colors, so the big male here doesn't bother him, and the female here is really looking excellent, really good shape, really good colors, nice and plump. And then of course this guy is all buff, like him, who's kind of thin. I don't know why he's so thin when he eats just as frequently as the airfish do. So I'm still continuing to kill this thread algae stuff, or mat algae, I'm not sure what type it is. I did a huge water change on this tank actually a few days ago, 75%. I ripped out a whole bunch of the algae, and stuff that I didn't get still kind of in here, and some of it did grow back, but it's not growing back as bad as it was before. I did try nuking it with some Flourish Excel. I used a 200% recommended dosage, and I didn't notice a huge difference. But maybe I might try it again when I do another large water change, another 75% water change. But I'm getting sick of that. I'm getting sick of doing these big water changes on tanks that generally you don't think would need them, because usually in my air tanks they only do a 15-25% water change every 2 weeks. Especially when you're in the planted tank, you really don't need that frequent water changes, especially if you're using small fish and good filtration. You know, I am using sponge filters on here, but this is the first time where I've had this constant algae bloom in a 5-gallon tank. So I'll be bringing in some more content in the next week or so. So thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.